Okay, now we're going to take a look at the Trial Pedigree tool on the Worldwide Independent Leonberger database. So as a breeder, you'll probably come up with a list of dogs you're considering using for your next breeding. And so in order to eliminate some of those dogs or choose the dog that you're eventually going to use, then you might consider using the Trial Pedigree tool to help you do that. So what you can do is you can type in the name of one of the dogs that you're considering using, hit the search button. Now make sure you check the drop down because sometimes there's more than one dog with that name or part of that name. So you want to make sure you select the one that you're considering using. Do the same thing for the bitch. Okay. You can select how many generations you want to look at in this Trial Pedigree and then have it create the pedigree. So now you have a pedigree that's been generated for this potential breeding. Okay, so there's the male we selected, and here's our female. Okay, now you'll notice as you go through this pedigree, you see some colored dogs. Okay, you've got some different colors highlighting different dogs in the pedigree, and what that is it's showing you dogs that are in both pedigrees, top and bottom, the sire and the dams. So for example, this bitch right here, okay, is highlighted in pink, and she is found in the maternal side of this potential sire. Okay, so let's go see if we can find her where she is again in this potential pedigree. So we're going to go through here, and there she is. Okay, so she's found in the top side of our dams pedigree. Okay, so every time there's a highlighted dog, that means that that dog is found more than once in this pedigree, which means that the coefficient of inbreeding for this breeding may be bumped up a little bit more because of those common ancestors in this pedigree. Okay, so let's go back to the trial search engine, and I want to point something out. If you want to know what the exact COI percentage would be for a trial breeding, then you can have it calculated by emailing the folks at the database with the name of the intended sire and the dam, and they will calculate the coefficient of inbreeding for you and send it back to you in an email. They will also calculate the mean kinship for that potential breeding and send you an 8-generation pedigree to be able to look at. So that's really handy to be able to have. Now you can also, so let me pull this breeding back up here. You can also do a rudimentary calculation for the mean kinship on your own, at least for the mean kinship at this current point in time, by taking the mean kinship number for the potential sire and adding it to the mean kinship number for the potential dam, and then dividing that by 2. And that will give you the average, the mean kinship number for the offspring that would be produced in this breeding. Now, I want to remind you that mean kinship is a number that is fluid. It will change as the population changes. Therefore, on the next calculation of mean kinship, that number may be slightly different than what you had estimated it to be, but it will give you a general idea. Okay, so again, this is an excellent tool. I love using this tool, and it's super helpful that the folks at Wild are willing to calculate COI for you and send you this information for a trial breeding if you send it to them. So if you think that's helpful and you find yourself using this trial pedigree a lot, remember that this is a nonprofit project, the database is, and it does cost money to have the software. It costs time from these people to update this information and to generate the COI and things like that for you. And so make sure that you're showing them support so that we can keep this database going by going to the search page and in the top right-hand corner, selecting donate and sending those guys a little bit to keep this database up and going. So thank you. Hope you guys have a good day.